Denise. Hello, Peter. How are you guys?
Nice to meet you.
Good, nice to meet you.
It is such a pleasure to talk to you. Well, and for us to start, I just want to know how the idea of the Elements movie came up.
Yeah, it was a couple ingredients that really started all this. When I was a kid looking at in science class, looking at the table of elements, it just reminded me of the apartment complexes with all these different families that I grew up in. And I boiled that down to earth, wind, fire, and water because it still represented different cultures. But that was just an idea. There was no story behind that. And then years later, after the last movie I had made, I got to this opportunity to take my parents to the ceremony about the arts. But when I got up on stage to talk about the work, I saw my family there, and I thanked them deeply for coming to this country without any money, without speaking the language, and making a life for my brother and I. And I came back to Pixar with that little anecdote and told my friends that story. And they said, Peter, that's the next movie you have to do. And so that started this whole thing. And then somehow that connected to, oh yeah, my parents were immigrants. Oh, that might connect with the story of Elements. And from there, that tied right into a fire character with a fire family and trying to make the connection with a water character that was from a different culture.
So can we say that the use of the elements as the characters can be like a symbol of lots and different, how can I say that, regions and also origins for people? Is it a really symbolic movie to this movement?
Yeah, definitely a big metaphor for diversity and the different cultures that we live around and how we can find ways to connect with each other.
And well, using the animation technologies that now are so sophisticated, how was to you to be able to do something so creative like the elements? How is it to be now the scenario of the animations in the Hollywood thing, you know, this scenario of the movies?
It was exciting to be able to actually make a movie that had such incredible, was so imaginative, and we knew it was a real challenge, and it represented a big technical challenge that I think our studio, that Pixar, was excited about. And so not only did we have this really intriguing story, but we knew that the world would be really fun. The characters in the world would be fun to create. And we assembled a really amazing, smart group of people to make the characters, create the characters. You know, we thought Ember was going to be more difficult, but it turned out that water was more difficult to do.
Yeah, water was a monster.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. And he was so cute. I have to confess, it was so cute. And guys, now a question for both of you. What are the challenges to make a movie to pass a message for both adults and also children?
I mean, it's a huge challenge to try to balance all of that. You know, you go in with a very sincere heart to try to connect to as many people as you can, but you can't always. But you know, it's just the movies that I loved growing up were movies that I could connect to and my parents could connect to, and that you could grow up with, and then reconnect to it again when you're an adult. Because of those love for those movies, we try to do that same thing. It's not easy. There's a lot of layers to get it to that, a lot of hard work, but it is the intent.
Yeah, I mean, we're constantly, you know, we make the movies so many times and, you know, throw things out, bring things back. And it's a real balancing act. And, you know, and we try to keep we do try to create something that we're entertained, because we think, you know, we're pretty good audiences, but you're constantly having to look at it through many different lenses.
And maybe can we expect some visits from you guys here in Brazil? Maybe someday. We hope so.
Oh, I love Brazil. I keep joking. Don't you need me to go back and do something?
Yeah. We last went for Dino and to Sao Paulo, and it was just amazing. It's just one of the greatest places on earth.
I love the people. We had such a warm reception. it was a little overwhelming. Like people love, anyway, we love Brazil.
Oh, and we have to say, guys, we loved your work. So, well, I think that this is it. I'm not gonna take your time anymore. And guys, really thank you for your attention. And here in Brazil, how I said, we are all really happy with this movie coming now too. It's gonna be a huge success. You guys are really talented, and we wish you all the success.
Thank you, Isabelle.